I'm Mackie, and this is my wife Sid. We're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world. You might have noticed just then that I didn't qualify what discipline of mountain bike races. I didn't say cross-country races, or enduro races, or stage races, and that's because we don't just want to race one type of mountain bike. In the last year, for example, we've raced cross-country stage races, marathon races, an enduro stage race, a fat tire crit, an enduro race, a few 6, 12, and 24-hour races, and a mass start downhill race. And my goal as a racer is to be the best all-around racer possible and be able to show up at any type of mountain bike race and do well. So when I found out that at this weekend's Gloridays event there would be a 50-miler on Saturday and an enduro on Sunday, I said, sign me up. Yesterday's 50-miler went well. I had a solid day, finishing in 4 hours and 18 minutes and winning by just over 25 minutes. But now it's time to see if I've been successful in my goal of being an all-around racer and if I can perform well at an enduro too.
Oh man, I slept really well last night. I think I was out by like 9 o'clock or 9:15 or something, and then woke up at 7:30. After racing the Blaze of Glory 50-mile yesterday, I am now racing the Revolution Enduro at Glorieta, which is also happening this weekend. It's going to be hard in that I raced for 50 miles yesterday. The good news is I don't have to go hard up the hills. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I like the trails out here. I love the trails out here, actually. It's 4 stages, Holy Mole, which actually I got to see yesterday because it was in the 50-miler, Chili Dog, and then Janker. People were saying that yesterday it was pretty greasy when they pre-rode because it had rained the night before, and then it rained again last night, so it could be pretty greasy today. And then the last one is Jagged Axe, which is like the best known enduro trail at Glorieta. I don't start until 9:30, so I have like an hour 45 minutes, and then they give us an hour to get up to the top. I would say normally climbing snack pack, which is the transition, would take me about 25 or 30 minutes. An hour should make for a nice relaxed climb up snack pack. In case you missed our last video, this is the Escapade that Sid and I are borrowing. If you want to see the tour, that's in the previous video. We'll link to it up in the corner. It's a pretty nice way to camp. Having like a full queen bed and kitchen set up in the back. Yeah, we could get used to this. The Revolution Enduro at Glorieta has no chairlifts or shuttles, so you have to climb to the top of every stage under your own power. This means that we'll be climbing 3,700 feet in 18.5 miles to race the 4 stages, Holy Mole, Chili Dog, Janker, and Jagged Axe. The trails are technical and fast, with some jumps and drops and lots of rocks. So I've decided to race my big travel enduro bike, the Aria LaSalle Peak. I'm running a Shimano XT 12-speed drivetrain and 4-piston brakes with a 180mm rotor on the back and 203mm rotor on the front, Fox 38 170mm fork, DHX2 shock, and 175mm transfer dropper post. Noble TR37 wheels laced up with bird spokes, Expedo GFX pedals, Velo Angel Revo Halo saddle, Pro Tharsis 3.5 handlebar and stem, and Enduro bearings max hit headset and bottom bracket. Tire-wise, I'm running a 2.5-inch Maxxis DHR2 on the front and a 2.4-inch Dissector on the rear, both in double-down casing, which is my favorite combo for Glorieta because it provides plenty of cornering and braking traction but still rolls well in the fast sections. Got my timing chip turned on a little after 9:30, and now just cruising my way up snack pack. I have 48 minutes and 43 seconds to make it to the top. My legs actually feel pretty darn good today. That's nice. All right, stage 1, Holy Mole.
that was stage 1, holy mole. And yeah, I felt pretty good. I mean, it's pretty pedally, especially at the top. And my legs were kind of like, whoa, excuse me, why are we sprinting? We raced for 48 miles yesterday. But then they sort of said, okay, I guess this is what we're doing. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. I felt like I was able to put down some power and hit the corners pretty well. And I, had about as smooth of a run as I could ask for. So happy with that. Now, same climb up Snack Pack. And then we are going down Chili Dog, which Chili Dog is one of my favorite runs, actually. It's really good and has some cool features and some good rocks, and yeah, I'm excited. So onward.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get it, Maggie.
Chili Dog, Chili Dog, Chili Dog. Rider back! Thank you. All right. Not bad, not bad. Stage 2, Chili Dog. I had a pretty clean run. I'm pretty happy with that. It's I really like Chili Dog. It's really a cool trail. There's some like neat lines on it. There's some really cool rock features on it. Definitely a favorite. And I think I rode it pretty well, pretty smooth. I caught one guy, Tony, who got out of my way really quick, which is super cool. Just felt pretty smooth on it. Didn't really have any points that I was like, oh shoot, I messed that up. And that's about all I can ask for. So yeah, it's 2 down, 2 to go. Happy so far. I lost my spare
CO2 and tube and stuff, it fell out of my Velcro, so I don't know where. But I think I may go swing by the car to get another one, because there's definitely flatting risk at this event, and I would really hate to flat and then not have what I need to fix it after a stage. Over the last couple years, racing more XC stuff, I've realized that I really enjoy mass start racing, because I find it inspiring to be able to like chase people down. Definitely makes me ride better, faster. I really enjoyed racing Mega Avalanche this year because of that. Mass start, but downhill. I think it's easier for me to access like a flow state when I'm racing enduro or downhill than cross country, partially because it's shorter, but also because you're trying to make a half second here and a quarter of a second there, but definitely also enjoy and am inspired by being able to chase people down, see where they are compared to me. If there were mass start enduros or other mass start downhill races in the US, I would really enjoy that. Unfortunately, there are not, at least not that I know of. Janker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get it!
Not a good line. That's okay.
MACKY!
Man, that's so fun. That was stage 3, Janker, which is the steepest, jankiest, as you might have guessed from the name, stage. It's rough, it's steep, and I had a pretty solid run. I had one weird corner where there's like outside line, inside line, and rock in the middle, and I definitely didn't commit to doing the inside line fully, so like plopped over the rock, which made my next turn really awkward. But now headed up to Jagged Axe, which is the final run. Wish me luck. As I mentioned, I haven't raced a lot of enduro the last couple of years. I mean, like 1 or 2 a year. It's been a little over a decade now that enduro has been a thing. I've noticed some style changes. For example, downhill pants are very much in style now. Pretty much everybody's wearing full faces. I'd say just in general, a move towards multi-stage downhill racing. It seems like they've taken out any little pedaling sections, even when you could have 2 stages that were connected by a 30-second like flat to uphill part. Whereas early in the enduro days, they would just make that like one long 10-15 minute stage. Now they will cut those stages into 2
to take out that middle pedally section and have like 2 5-minute stages. I miss the long stages that you could get by combining multiple other stages with slight pedaling in between. Hashtag old man Mackie. Have fun?
Yeah.
Go fast.
Woo!
Woo woo! Jagged Axe. Probably the best known trail here at Glorieta. You guys will see why. It is pretty epic. Woo, come on, Mackie. Look ahead, look ahead. Woo-woo! When you see a spot. Awesome, thank you. Oh, so hard to carry momentum. Come on, come on, come on. That was the last stage, Jagged Axe. I really like that stage. Really, I liked all of today's stages, especially the last 3. Jagged Axe, I've ridden a lot of times over the last decade, and that was probably one of my better ones given the conditions. It has definitely changed over the years. They've made some things a little bit easier, like the step down wasn't there before. It was a lot more awkward previously. And some things are harder, like the whole really rocky section. A lot of the dirt is gone, so it's just rockier and harder to carry momentum and like to get a rhythm through. So I'm really pleased. Really only like one point where I went over a rock and had to slow down a lot because it was a dumb line, but besides that, really smooth. So all of my runs today were about as good as I could have asked for. I don't think I could have really gone faster today. So I'm gonna go chip in. I think I'm the first pro guy done, so I'll have to wait a while till everybody else finishes. And you know, if I do well, awesome. If I don't do that well, it just means everybody else was riding faster, and that's fine. Like, I had as good a day as I could have asked for. Super happy with how I rode. Super happy with how this bike rides. It's so confidence inspiring. So much fun on these trails. Just all around a very successful day.
Once the rest of the racers had chipped in, I found myself in 5th place with a total race time of 16 minutes and 11 seconds, just under 6 seconds from 4th place and less than 20 seconds to 2nd. I'm proud of this result as it shows I've been successful in my goal of being able to race a variety of races well, and I'm pleased I was able to show up and perform after racing 50 miles the day before. Make sure you're subscribed because next week we're heading to Marquette, Michigan to race our first ever 100-miler, the Margie Jessic, which will be a whole other type of challenge. See you then, and in the meantime, don't forget to be more awesome.